Good morning, happy Friday, and welcome back to the NOFO Live podcast, where I, Sunitha, along with my co-host Tracy, we hop on every Friday and talk about all things North Fork. Spring is still here. The weather is still nice. It has been a little bit of an erratic, too hot, then frost warning, but it's still beautiful and nice. So we are certainly enjoying the beauty. So excited about today's show because we have such a fun trio of women joining us. The first is going to be Erin from Good Morning, Girls. I don't hear you. Is there any volume?
Oh, no, I don't think we said anything.
Oh, okay, that's what I was like, wait a minute, I want to hear you guys. I didn't even get to say that you guys were going to be on the show. I was talking about Erin from RGNY.
Sorry.
But I did say
Prompt.
trio. I did say
You said
trio. So
promptly.
I'm so happy the two of you are on. For those who live under a rock on the North Fork and don't know who these two lovely women are, one is Ursula from the chocolatier behind Dessert Chocolates. And then the other
People are confused already.
creates the most sweetest treats, Christina from the
Hi.
Treatery. Hello, ladies. How are you?
Hey.
Hey.
How are you?
The
Doing
early
great.
morning. Well, I shouldn't say early morning for you guys because you guys start early in the morning with all the baking, time to make the donuts kind of strategy, right?
Oh, yeah.
What time
Absolutely.
does your day start?
Mine started at waking up at 4, but I got here at 5:30.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Not that early. Ursula's probably been up for hours.
Wait, did you just say not that early?
Today, that wasn't that early. That wasn't that bad.
I guess it's all relative. It's all relative.
Relative.
Tracy's running a couple of minutes late because she has a kid. I
Life.
mean, that's all I'm going to say about that. It was an interesting morning in her household. So, and of
We
course,
get that.
we're waiting to be joined with. Oh, there's Erin. I see Erin. There she is.
Yay.
From RGNY Vineyard, who we haven't featured on the show yet, but this was the perfect opportunity to talk about the event that they host and the event that we are hosting there, which is why these two beautiful women who have been on the show before are joining us as well.
Yeah, sorry we interrupted you. I know you had that all eloquently put.
Well, I don't know, but
And
eloquent. I mean, this is a
then
live,
we just inserted.
this is a live. It goes as it goes. I'm trying to accept Erin's request to join the live, but for some reason, it's not working. And also, I see that she's on here, I guess, on her personal account instead of the RGNY account, which is fine. But Erin, if you're hearing this and you're not able to join, the best thing I can tell you is power off your phone and power it back on. Somehow that seems to reset Instagram and it works. And if not, then you might have to
Yeah,
update me.
Hi. Hi.
Oh, see, it says unable to join. So you may have to like either update the app, but most people feel like once you reset your phone, it comes back to life. But we'll keep chatting in the meantime while we wait for
Okay.
Tracy as well. So since the two of you are here and we are talking Bollywood, can we just spend another minute on the dessert table from last year? And can you guys just talk about a little bit of how you guys came up with the most magical Indian inspired dessert kick-ass table?
Okay. Yeah, we had a bunch of things. So we did integrate some of the things you normally would find when we do a dessert table together. Um, and then we took some of those items and like tried to make them fit the vibe. So we obviously had the treatery cookies everywhere. We had the tarts that you would always see in After Dark, but we made them. Was it like rose cardamom was one of them? Yeah. Then a carrot cake we do. We did with it's a vegan, gluten-free carrot cake. That one we also amped up. It already has a little bit of cardamom, but we, amped up the spice for the day of. So yeah, we kind of like did a whole bunch of things that like we already do, but kind of then tried to bring in whether it was with flavor or color. I mean, I think also it helped that we have it out and like you guys had the beautiful cloths everywhere, so it
Well,
just
it definitely fit
excited.
into the decor vibe, but
Yeah,
you guys
exactly.
brought, good morning, Erin, but you guys brought your own magic of the decor to the table as well. I mean, literally the entire North Fork was talking about that dessert table for it's been a year now and they're still talking about it.
I feel like this puts a lot of pressure about this next one, right?
Yeah, that was really
Yeah, but it
great
was,
time.
it was worth talking about.
Thank you so much, Janina.
Good morning, Erin. How are
Good.
you?
Good morning. Good. So sorry. It's like Fort Knox to get in the RGNY Instagram account. So this is where we ended up. So
Yeah,
That's all right. That's all good. As long as we can still talk. Like, were you? What? Tell me what you did to get in here. Did you reset your phone or just accepted it?
I did. I did.
Okay.
That is the magic process, other than like, I don't know, blowing into the power cord.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. Like, I think for some reason for the live, I guess if people don't use your account enough, or if it's an older app, I have no idea. But guests have responded that if they're, if all else fail, really just power off the phone, and it seems to work. So now we skip all the other methods and go straight to that.
Excellent advice for sure.
Okay, well, like I said at the top of the hour, Tracy's dealing with the child issue, but she's going to hop right on. But let's start with you, Erin. Tell us all about what your role is at RGNY.
Sure, sure. So I'm the director of events at RG. I'm very lucky I get to work with Christina and Ursula all the time in certain fun aspects of this hospitality event role. I within the events department, we do a lot of weddings, social, corporate. I have the amazing honor to be a part of and help plan and coordinate our harvest series that we do every year. So it's just a lot of organizing chaos, putting out fires, and really, having a lot of fun. We do a lot of fun events here. It's being a part of special people's celebrations and bringing in community members and, our friends, our talented friends, like these two ladies here with us today too. So it's a hodgepodge of chaos and fires and fun. And
well, having spent so much time with Tracy, who herself is an event producer and she does large scale events, I fully understand what you're saying. That behind the scenes, there's a lot of organized and planned chaos, or whatever you want to call it. But there's so much beauty in seeing a blank field or a blank space then be just, transformed live, right, in front of your eyes into this most magical scene for each person different. And then the people enjoying what has been created just for that finite amount of time, and then dismantling it all and starting all over.
It is an
Morning, Tracy.
Good morning.
Speaking of chaos, hi.
It is an incredibly rewarding role that I have here in many ways, creating and implementing joy. And again, like even with weddings and being a part of such special moments, and again with RGNY and doing our branding events and introducing people to a brand, to a wine, to an experience is something incredibly cool. And I feel very grateful to be a part of a brand and a business like RG for all of those reasons, for sure.
Well, and you guys do lots of different events there, but I think there's a lot of weddings specifically there as well, right? But the space just lends itself so beautiful to it. I know you have like horse-drawn carriages. I mean, you just have horses wandering in the field there. It's just magical.
It is. We're very lucky. Our property and our spaces are very versatile. So, when we have these beautiful, like, natural elements, obviously we are first and foremost a farm. We produce and we grow delicious grapes and we make phenomenal wine, but in the past, this property was very animal forward when we were Martha Claire. So it is kind of fun to still keep that little homage, that little part of having the horses on the property, and they are implemented and we invite them to any event that we can. But yeah, we have 204 acres of property, and every
Whoa. Okay, that's a lot.
Yes. And so much of it can be utilized and transformed into all sorts of events. And so we are very lucky that all of our places and spaces are very versatile and beautiful.
You just said that horses are invited to all the events.
You're pushing it. You're pushing it, Tracy.
Look at Ursula's face. Ursula's like, oh my God.
I know what that means.
Contained fence. All of our horses are invited. invited to an event.
Okay. Because like in India, people
Yes.
arrive to their
Yes.
Okay,
weddings on,
first of
okay, I'm
all,
just saying.
first of all, this is not a wedding. What we're hosting is not a wedding. I just like to put, as much as we like to dress up like the bride, this is not a wedding. And
Yeah.
two, just to clarify, the groom comes on the horse. So that would be
Done. We don't want it anymore. Yeah,
but just throwing it out there for Indian brides and grooms that might be looking for it. It's so funny.
good
Good
idea.
side detour.
Side
My
business.
husband and I got married in New York City, and he really near Central Park, and he really wanted to bring the horse-ridden carriage. I'm like this blonde, 6 foot, green-eyed guy riding a horse in New York City. Didn't happen because where the restaurant was just past the border of where the horses are allowed to be. But I can see how that could be a fun event.
Yeah.
I actually went to a wedding at 𝗕cie𝗹𝗵𝗄 at the lighthouse, and the groom arrived on a horse.
Yeah.
Oh my
It's an
God.
Indian wedding. Yeah.
Another fun thing that you guys do, we'll get to Bollywood at some point,
Yeah.
is the grape stomping.
Yes. We do. So, our stomp party is part of our Help Us Harvest event. So, we start off strong with our dinner in the vines this year. We have Chef Noah is doing our catering and our partner for it. So, we love that. We love having him back. He's also a popular wedding vendor here. And then we have our stomp party this year. It's on October 4th, and it is exactly what you think it's
Like Lucy and okay,
Barrel.
all right.
Yes,
Yeah.
everywhere. Full of grapes, and it's like a free for all. But lots of stomping, super fun. It's very family forward. We have live music. We have like picnic lunches. This year is going to be by 𝗵𝗏𝗍𝗏s again. We have some other kind of surprise vendors that will be there. And so it's a really fun event. We, again, October 4th, I think it's 12 to 3. But yeah, we just started. I think we can sell tickets already. So, but it's not promoted yet. But yeah, we're really excited.
Well, it's out there. The information is out there now. There's no taking it back. So, we might need 4 tickets. I don't know if those 2 hardworking women can come because they're always working, but I certainly can come stomp some grapes.
They deserve Sunday.
We need to get out our stress from our work, so we'll just come stomp the shit out of those grapes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Exactly.
you can take out some.
I want to spend a minute because this is a family-owned vineyard. So, can you talk a little bit about the family that owns RGNY?
Absolutely. So RGNY is 𝗵𝗿𝗀𝗍𝗆. So that is the family that owns the vineyard. They also have a vineyard in Mexico, in Paris, Mexico. So, part of the brand and our roots come from that Mexican culture, which we love to incorporate in a lot of our events, and a lot of, we have our Day of the Dead event, Dia de los Muertos event in November. That's really fun. Maria and her family own RGNY. They come out here. They are very involved with our events and our property and our wine, and so it's really nice having such a involved family and into our everyday operations and stuff like that. So Maria is one of the smartest ladies I've ever met. So it's really nice having somebody like her around that helps steer the ship.
I would imagine that the varietals from the Paris location, Paris, Mexico location, and the location here vary due to the soil and all of that.
Yeah, absolutely. Grape growth and harvest are, very different, and especially, with the soils and the different varietals that, that thrive here. And there are very different. So, but it's nice having, the contrast. Sometimes we're able to do some RGMX, RGNY, comparisons with our wines, which is pretty cool. And, we're lucky as somebody that works here that I get the opportunity to try, a bit of both. Also, the Paris location has some fun, products that they have, like they're known for their pecans and honeys and stuff like that. And we're able to have those items in our retail area as well. So people that come to visit us are able to try a little bit of Mexico and, a little bit of New York. So it's pretty neat.
Yeah, that is cool. And do you get to go?
You know, I hope Maria's watching. I think that,
I'm gonna yell about my mom.
Oh my God, that is so fun.
I
Yes,
know.
absolutely. I think it's time. I think we should do an on location there,
Yeah,
Tracy.
Oh yeah.
they
Yes,
do a
yes. You
lot
don't
of
have to tell me twice.
seriously. They do a lot of cool events too, and I feel like we, kind of learn from each other. So it would be a really great experience, Maria, for me to go over there.
Okay, shall we jump into Bollywood for a minute?
Yes.
Tracy, you want to run with it? Because most people think because it's Bollywood that it's driven by me and it's really my thing, which I mean, will take credit for introducing the theme idea to the table. But Tracy, this is really you. Embrace it and run with it. So do you want to talk about what the plans are and how these young women
Sure.
fit into it?
Well, I think also I should back up and say that as someone who is like very big into the arts, dancing, singing, and all of that my whole life, I used to take like belly dancing classes, and I'm very into the Bollywood dancing anyway. So when Sunita said, let's have a Bollywood party, I immediately went to like, okay, all out
But there needs to be
DJ,
music. And
we're
I was like, no,
in.
we don't need
And
music. I was like, no, this is a
yeah,
community event. We'll just chit chat.
Sunita
And
said,
Tracy,
"Can't we just play it on an iPad?" And I was like, "Oh,
no.
girl, we are going to two different events, you and I." Yeah, so I mean, we are really embracing the culture. We had such a successful event last year and such great feedback. I mean, people were asking us to do it monthly, which, is beyond our bandwidth.
Sure.
But we're very, very
Well, and frankly,
excited.
we didn't think we were going to repeat the same theme this year. We had a couple of ideas that we talked
Yeah.
with the girls about. But by popular demand, I think we weren't really allowed to change the theme.
No, we weren't. We listen, the whole basis of our show is community and listening to the community. So we let the community decide, and they asked for Bollywood back. So here we are, and we're very excited. Sunita and I already have our outfits picked out, as she said before. And we got to get Christina and Ursula's outfits
Oh, last
settled.
year they came decked out already.
I
don't think
was so
they need any
impressed
help
with
from
you
us.
two. I know. I was so impressed with it. And they came early because they did the dessert table last year,
Correct.
which this year they're doing all the food, which we'll get to next. But they came early, and I was like, holy cow, you guys look amazing. Yes.
I don't know if we could do that again this year, but we'll
Oh,
have
Well,
elements.
last year
We'll have
you guys
elements
and
of
we closed the dance floor together. So if
yes, we
nothing
did.
else, I'm
it.
Yes.
expecting. I know you guys are busier this year because let's talk about that a little bit because we added all the pressure on you guys because there is not. I shouldn't say there's no Indian food. I mean, I guess there is sporadic a little bit of Indian food on the North Fork, but there is no Indian cuisine always available on the North Fork. So you two are really stepping in, being a little bold and going out of your dessert comfort zone. I know you guys do weddings and I know you guys do events and stuff like that. So you do create savory foods, but this is a little bit outside of your regular comfort zone, correct?
Yeah.
For sure. I mean,
That's where they thrive, though.
thank you.
Well, like I
Well,
said, I mean, the
When
dessert
will it
table.
count?
no,
Yeah.
we did a tasting, and I'm really the litmus test because, well, both of us, Sunita and I come at it from different aspects, right? Sunita tastes it from, does this taste Indian? And true to the culture. And I come at it from, as someone who doesn't eat Indian food often, is this gonna burn my throat off? And
But my throat is the flavor profile going to be like, ooh, something I want to eat, like because
yeah.
there's such a large variety even in India, and I think for this particular one we're leaning a little bit street food style, right, girls?
Yeah, so I mean, if anyone knows, a lot of people know us as our own entities, but times that we've gotten to do things together, we had our After Dark concept, which I know we don't do every week as people like to. We don't get to do that anymore, but that whole concept was kind of like that. We had Michelin meeting mainstream, so we always did it, upscale, quality, in season, refined, while kind of giving a nod to that. I mean, we were throwing a party essentially, right? So we were little tiny Sammys, easy salads, skewers, dips, charcuteries. Like that was kind of what we did within our realm, kind of mixing our more European background, a lot of the Italian influence, a lot of my Catalan influence. So it was cool to kind of want to approach it with that hat. And like I guess like after our goes to India.
Why? I love all your taglines. Michelin meets Main Street.
I love that.
Octagon
I know.
goes to
I love
India. I love
that.
it. I love it.
Yeah. Well, I can say from my perspective that everything is absolutely delicious. I'm very excited for the food. It's going to be plentiful. And I know that everybody's really looking forward to trying everything that you guys put together.
Yeah, and we're kind of doing a mix of the traditional that people would expect. We've got the samosas and we've got the butter chicken and the rice and the naan. But then there's other street foods that are a little bit more fun and different. That we'll save some surprises for the actual day. But I think there's, and plus we're going to have salads and a mix of something that everybody can eat. And I know I keep talking about this all the time with the 𝗨𝗪𝗃, but in 2026, with so many different dietary restrictions and preferences, one of our goals for our events have always been to ensure that there's enough for everybody to eat, in terms of sampling this or that. So be rest assured, whether you're gluten-free or whether you're vegan or whether you're, carnivore, whatever your preferences are, hopefully we've taken care to ensure there's something for everybody.
Absolutely.
And then, of course, there's the wine at RGNY already flowing. So, there's that to complement the Indian food. So that'll be interesting.
Yeah, absolutely.
Wine can go with anything. So I feel like it's going to be a great nod to it.
It is. It is.
Agreed. And I was going to say, like the tasting room space itself, I mean, Tracy, I know you can talk to this even more than I can, but there's so much glass French doors. I don't know if they're French doors, but they're like, it's such a beautiful space with so much light coming in. I can't wait to see it transformed with a little bit of the Bollywood decor to sort of just bring it to life in a completely different way.
I said to Sunita just yesterday, I really hope we have a beautiful day because that terrace just lends itself to such a gorgeous evening to have and watch the sunset. And, that's important to Miss Sunita over here. So,
well, I mean, I try never to miss one. And if I do miss one for somebody for some reason, I make sure I let them know that I gave up a sunset. I remember when Tilly was born, I came to visit her and I was like, I'm just letting you know I missed a sunset to come see Tilly.
Tilly's one of the very special few.
It was worth it.
Well, you will see a beautiful golden hour should
through. Yeah, for sure.
You'll get a little bit of it for sure.
Yeah, and again, there's a beautiful outdoor space, so we really hope that the weather allows us to be able to use that. But either way, I think the tasting room has. I didn't even notice the last few times I've come. You have like skylights up on the ceiling side also, so there's light and it's a beautiful space to begin with.
It is a beautiful space, and it's a beautiful space to, all of our spaces, again, like I keep sounding like a broken record, but it is so versatile. It's a beautiful base, and then we're so lucky that when clients and our partners and our friends come in to transform it, all they do is just enhance it and create it into something special that's like very uniquely theirs. So I'm super excited to have this event, with us here at RGNY in our tasting room. Again, we'll bury some knives and keep the weather away so we can have a lovely evening in both spaces for sure.
That you're having I guess I don't know if it's a wedding showcase or whatever, but something. So talk a little. I just saw that and I thought that was such a cool idea.
Yeah, we do open house every year. Every year it's a little bit different because we're trying to be a little bit different, trying to be a little bit more approachable and a little bit more intimate. And, planning events and weddings, is so daunting already, for our couples. So we do an open house where we invite our vendors to come in to showcase their specialties. Like
Christina's going to be there, right? I guess, do you bring Stella, Christina? Is that what you do?
We both will be there, yeah.
Oh, okay. But do you bring Stella?
Yeah.
Oh,
come on.
Yeah.
I know what you do. Well, for those who don't know, Christina has is it a caravan?
It's actually a camper
Camper, yes.
trailer. Yeah.
Named Stella, which is just so
Named Stella.
Which
adorable.
is
Yeah,
how the
so
Treatery
beautiful.
started, right, Christina? That's
Yeah,
that.
that's how
Yep.
the Treatery started. And yeah, so actually, yeah, RGNY was one of the first launches, really. Actually, RGNY is where I launched the 𝗨𝗏𝗀𝗀, actually.
Wow.
Love being a part of
Mhm.
that special.
The
That special.
first
I
time
feel
that we
like
ever served it was at the showcase, and I didn't have a name for it. And there was a mom to a bride that, like, did the showcase, and then I was asking everyone, like, I don't know what this is called, but we're gonna serve this year. Do you like it? And like I had all the flavors and the whole thing, and then she came running back. It was actually raining, so dramatic, and she came running back and she was like, I thought of it, it's 𝗨𝗏𝗀. And I was like, oh my god. And so that's how it became 𝗨𝗏𝗀. It was done, and I was like, if I ever become a millionaire off of that, I'll always, I'll
I'll
find you. But yeah, so no, that's how that happened. So I love the showcase. It's really great. People could see things in their element. You have a second to talk with vendors and just like have a minute. It's a little less formal than like one-on-ones. You could kind of see what other brides are doing. They talk amongst each other, which sometimes it's a good thing and a bad thing. Depends. On the vendor side. No, but it's good. And it just kind of gives you a minute to be able to set the scene, which is what RGNY always does, is kind of give you a visual in what it will look like, because it's really hard to articulate. You're asking, like, these people are spending a lot of money, and most families, like, it's really quite a big expense for most people. And so with that, they just need to be educated, right? And like see what it is and have a little bit of a hands-on experience, I think is really nice given the nature of the business, and RGNY does that every time. And yeah, so I mean, I've met a lot of great quality clients from that, and I think it's just helpful for us as vendors for that you to have something in your hands and tangible from us to see, instead of just seeing it on Instagram all the time. Like, people want to see and talk to the person behind it. So yeah.
Well, and it's also all pulled together, right? For those of you that are already in the events, I know Tracy, you can walk into a blank space and you can visualize with all the decor we're going to put, how it's going to look. For me, who is actually the audience, I feel like I almost need the floral arrangement made and then go, I don't like that, but I don't know why I don't like it, but also put together. So the fact that you guys set it up as if it's a wedding, right? And all the components are there. I'm not even having a wedding, but I feel like I should walk through and be like, ooh, what does
well,
this look like when it's
our space and our vendor partners do more than just weddings. So I feel like if you're in the market or you have events on the horizon, it's a great place to come and be inspired, and meet really wonderful people in the community. This year is a little bit smaller, so we could focus on what a true wedding might feel like with limited vendors, but specific vendors. So a little bit different than what we've done in the past, but it's gets the same message across. It's educating and inspiring and introducing. So it's fun. And just to go back a little bit to Stella, we love Stella. We wish Stella and Christina could just live over here.
I did too.
We love having them.
I did too.
Well, and Ursula introduced us. I mean, I hadn't seen it, I guess, to the rose garden you have,
Oh
because
my
one of
God.
the themes that we were
First
floating
one has
around was,
Yeah.
Rose Garden. It has
yeah,
to.
but like a garden party there, right? I mean, like
Yeah.
I'm just picturing, because one of the themes we had talked about was maybe Bridgerton, or I'm just picturing like a tea time, and I say tea, but it could be rosé in a cup, walking around in floral dresses and that. I'm like, that's a beautiful birthday party.
Yeah,
Yes.
and
When that's in full bloom, that spot is really
And when
stunning.
is that? Just so I know.
Well, go ahead, Erin. You can
oh,
speak to
what
when it
for the
blooms.
showcase is May 9th.
No,
So
no,
No,
the
when the
rosé
rose
garden. When
garden
is
is
that
in
in full
bloom.
bloom?
the Rose Garden, I would say probably June.
Okay.
June. I mean, it's full, but like with the roses and the trees and everything like that, our property pretty much peaks in June, July, and August.
Yeah.
I feel the most.
Well, my birthdays are on 4th of July. So for anybody that wants to
Oh,
throw a really kick-ass birthday tea party for me, �ᗏ𝗏, are you listening?
I'm loud and clear,
Wait a
Shanita.
minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. Did you just call them 𝗑𝗏𝗏?
No, Ursula. I said Ursula because I want,
But I
is that what
literally
it
thought
sounded like?
I thought you merged their names like
No.
Brangelina and made them 𝗑𝗏𝗏.
No, I immediately
He's
started
serious,
thinking of
guys.
tea and chocolate. So I was like, Ursula, maybe you can make some chocolate for us.
I will
Oh,
give you
that's funny.
a tea
They're like
party.
Bennifer now.
That's so
Yeah,
funny.
exactly.
But I will say
Oh,
that's the greatest part about the any type, the showcase, like whether any type of event that you go. I feel like every time I go to RGNY, you guys are like kind of perfecting, even if it's just like a corner or nook of like an existing building and space, it's 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 like you can't even list it all. You just have to go walk around and just like
I get
really start seeing like where your party could be, what is your, I feel like that just happens to me even just as a vendor to go in and I start like having ideas of, like I said, you see the rose garden and you're like, I don't know why, but I need to have a tea party now.
that's how I felt when we walked through it. I was
You
like,
missed.
Bollywood's great, but can we do a Bridgerton?
So,
Oh yeah,
David was
Christina,
here.
you missed. We got Brangelina. We're now 𝗑𝗏𝗏.
Oh,
Wait,
Ursula.
that.
Who
Okay,
did
I'm not
that?
sure I like
Who
that
did
version.
that?
We'll have to come up with another one, but
Who
okay.
did that one?
well, I did it by
You
mistake because
did?
I thought I heard her say it, so I was like, "Did you just
Maybe
If
call
you
I was
them
say
thinking,
three, be
𝗑𝗏𝗏?"
careful.
I
If
was
you say
thinking
it three
chocolate and
times, you don't
Ursula.
know
It
what
might
will
have been
happen.
that.
If you say it three times in a row, you don't know what will happen.
Oh my God. Are we okay, Tracy?
Okay.
Are we putting Aaron through the No for Life
Yes,
5?
let's
Let's
do
go.
NoFo live, and then let's not forget to tell everyone how they can also attend Bollywood at the end of our
Okay.
show.
Okay.
Okay, Erin. So, oh my God, I feel like it's been so long since I've done NoFo Wi-Fi. Hold on. If you were going to take us out for a meal, breakfast, lunch, or dinner, where would you take us?
I think so. I live in Greenport, so I have a real big soft spot for that town. I love Casa Amigos, so I'm taking you to get some Mexican and some really good margaritas.
And they have a new location
They
now,
have
right?
a
In
new
Sterling's Common. Yeah.
It's super sweet. Yeah, it's right next or right where the old Maison Olay used to be. So
Okay.
Like
uh,
across from Manhattan. Across from Manhattan.
yep, exactly.
Okay, so does 𝗑𝗏𝗏 want to jump in and answer also? Or are you good?
Where does it have to be? Anywhere?
What? Yeah,
Anywhere.
anywhere.
Anywhere
Whatever.
on the
What's your
North
current
Fork.
favorite that you're eating?
Did we say a meal? Does it have to be dinner?
No,
No,
breakfast,
breakfast,
lunch, or
lunch, or
dinner.
dinner, whatever
The
you
fucking
choose.
treatery.
Well, I mean,
No,
other. Okay,
don't
okay.
ask
Tracy
about
forgot to
anything
say
else.
other than the
Other than
obvious.
the obvious.
Because
Lame,
obviously we would
lame,
go there.
lame,
That's because she doesn't eat her own grilled
lame,
cheeses.
lame.
For
Yeah,
those
that's
of us that actually like and eat grilled cheese all the time.
Chicken salad's back. We're doing lunch. No, I don't know. I can't decide.
I mean, we don't have time to like go out to dinner, so you could say it's corny, but like that's where I would stop.
That's the answer then. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. Yeah.
There you go.
Whoever's
Okay.
open at the hour in which we're done.
I mean, we can talk
Yeah.
about cocktails and mocktails, but I'm going to twist the answer question for you, Erin. What's your favorite wine at RGNY? And also, we never really talked about all the wines you guys serve. So this is your opportunity to pitch in and
uh,
tell us what you guys serve there.
we have all sorts of wines. I'm gonna say one of my personal favorites of ours is our white Merlot. It's a really light, fun, easy wine. It's also, slightly different than what you would normally probably think of, but we have all of like the core varietals. We have two different, I don't know if I should go into it. It kind of like takes a long time, but we have two different lines. We have our RGNY line and our 𝗪𝗪 line. RG line has a lot of our sparklings involved and some more complex wines like our white Merlot. And then we have our 𝗪𝗪 line, which is more approachable, the core wines like Chardonnay, Sauv Blanc. We have our Tinto, which is a beautiful red blend. Rosé. We have a sparkling rosé. We have a sparkling Riesling. We have, a sparkling Merlot. I could go on. I feel like
Oh, I didn't even know you guys had sparkling wines. How about that?
Well, on 200 acres, you've got all this room to do all these varietals.
Yeah. Yeah, that's amazing. That's amazing. You learn something new every show here.
Yeah, you do. But yeah, so mine is the white Merlot. But if I was picking a cocktail, it would be Brix and Rye.
That's the only place to go. I mean, not the only place available, but that's the place to go. So yes,
Indeed.
yes, especially if you're in Greenport. Yes. Okay, sunrise or sunset, and obviously RGNY has a beautiful backdrop of one. But where do you catch one in Greenport?
Well, personally, I'm a sunset kind of gal. And I typically might travel to Town Beach in Southold for that. Maybe Kenny's if I've got the
Yeah.
time. But
Well, Town Beach is going to be an interesting summer this year
I know
because it is.
I'm gonna have to change my set to Kenny's then.
Yeah, because it had a lot of erosion from this winter
Oh,
to the point where the gazebo that stands there is like teetering into the water. It's really in bad shape, and I believe the town has made a decision to shut it for the summer. So there's like concrete barricades,
Yeah.
and it is one of the most beautiful places to watch the sunset. Partly because you can just pull up your car. It's like a drive-in theater. You just sit
yeah.
in your car, you bring your popcorn, you can watch the sunset. So I think a lot of people are going to be, missing that
Mm-hmm.
and or just slowing down on the road. I mean, I don't know what the plan is,
Oh,
but yeah, it's a shame. But hopefully
Yeah.
somebody will do something about it and, repair and be able to open it.
yeah. Fingers crossed.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed, yes.
All right, so as we close our show, let's just give everybody a little Bollywood info. So the event is May 20th. You can, in our profile, you can click on the link. You can go to our website. You can buy tickets. We are very excited, and we hope that everyone joins us. And it's a fun night of dancing, food, community. It's just like no other. So we really hope people will join us. And Erin, thank you so much for hosting us. And we're so excited. And just tell
Thanks
us
for
why you're
including us.
excited to be a part of the event.
Yeah, we're excited to be a part of this and to have such, such community members and talented people, back inside our doors. So we're happy to be involved.
Well, we are so looking forward to this event for so many reasons. I mean, to top off the list, to start with, this is going to be the end of season 5. And yes, that is actually 5 whole years of us showing up every single Friday, well, most Fridays, and having conversations like this. So we are so excited to sort of celebrate that. And then Indian food. I mean, you can't go wrong with that at any point, but to be able to have this dynamic duo creating delicious food and desserts, because we didn't mention that you will also be doing the dessert in addition to the food, with the wine and stuff. So we're very happy. Just want to give a shout out to a couple of sponsors last year. Lumber and Salt helped us with a lot of the decor to bring in some of the Bollywood vibes, and they're going to be pitching in this year as well. So we can't wait to, we have to go in there
Go
and
on,
wander and see what
pick
they have.
through. Yeah.
Pick through because their inventory, and again, if you guys have never been, definitely walk in there. You can never leave without getting something, whether it's a small, whether it's a big. They just have the most interesting collection of items, and they do a lot of design. So if you just walk in with a concept or an idea, they will help you find the pieces and build it and do all kinds of good things with it. And the Harvest Inn, which is a bed and breakfast in Peconic, is also sponsoring us this year, and in their hospitality era. So we'll figure out what's going on there. The other last thing that I wanted to address, because so many people reach out to me, if there is a comp code or a discount for the thing. So this is our response to that. There's no comp code. We try to keep the price the lowest that we possibly can, because this event includes food, drinks, music, like everything that you can think of, and we really keep the price at $99, which is crazy for what you get for the evening. And the only comp code that exists is because Tracy and I so appreciate all the guests that have been on the show. So if you have been a featured guest on the show in the past year, so season 5 guests are invited complimentary on us. So if you see a comp code, it's only for the guests. So there's only 2 prices. You're either comped and free, or you're paying $99. Like, there's no discount. Nobody's getting a ticket cheaper than you are. So just know that you're getting the best price possible. Stephen's chiming in. Good morning, Stephen. We haven't heard from you yet. That it's so worth the price, which it truly is, So we hope to see many of you there. And May 20th, link in our bio to get the ticket.
Can't wait.
You know?
Can't
Okay,
wait
thank
to
you,
hear
everybody. Have a great weekend. We are going to be off the next 2 weeks because I'm traveling, and then we're going to come back May 15th for the last show of this season, and it's going to be the North Fork Community Theater that has a new play that they're putting on that starting that weekend. So we're going to talk about that, and then we'll see everybody at Bollywood Night. Thank you,
Bye,
everybody. Thank you,
everyone. See you
Erin.
then.
Bye.
Bye.